We are seeing a lot of changes in the funding landscape for our K-12 education clients. Post-COVID, we've seen a nice boost in funding come out of COVID, but now it's starting to really dwindle. That's creating a gap. That on top of what we're seeing in the construction industry and the increase in cost is really exacerbating that gap. And what we're ultimately finding out is that a lot of these school systems are going out and doing bond referendums on their own to try and fill that. And then it is incumbent upon us, as we are partnering with our clients, to make sure that we are getting a strong return on the investment of those dollars. Because as we see the construction costs go up, and as we see municipalities having to go out and request approval from their constituents to gain those dollars to be able to build those projects, it is really important for us to partner and understand what the goals are and make sure that we are right-sizing from the beginning with our clients to build what their vision is for their school system.
We are hearing from almost all of our K-12 clients the need to increase and improve special education programs for kids. So some of the design elements that we consider when designing for special education are smaller classrooms, usually about 10 to 12 students, with a lot of storage and opportunity for teachers to change up the lesson plans and address what those students need per the classroom. A lot more common areas and breakout space, different areas for students to go calm themselves down. And that can be in the classroom. Sometimes they're out in a common or public space or in a corridor. So those are really interesting spaces to design because you're really talking about giving one student a special opportunity, either with light changing LED lighting, more comfortable seating, maybe some sand tables or some activity tables where they can really just calm themselves down and do what they need to do to kind of get themselves back on track. Schools are able to implement some of these spaces that we need for special education students into a regular classroom. They can implement some of this on their own, and you can do that in a remodel aspect. The new schools that we're designing for new construction, we have a better opportunity of getting those spaces really thought through with a little more space than what a typical school has. They're really short on space to start with, and so it makes it a little more challenging to do it in an existing building. But when we can design it from the beginning and we have a new construction opportunity, there are many more flexible spaces that the teachers need and that we're able to provide for them, for the students to learn. I think that we are definitely seeing success in addressing these spaces for special education students, no matter if it's an existing school, an existing building, or we're building new. It doesn't matter. The key is that you're providing those spaces for those students to have those opportunities to learn. And when you know what these students and what these teachers need, it really can come together in a great way.